Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Jeffrey Needles is here. Jeff is a co-op with us. He is out from Northeastern University. He's been here since January. Yep. And you're going to be going back in August, back to school. But we've been having a wonderful time having you here. And anybody who's seen the GizWiz and watched his Lego building prowess. But he's also a computer whiz. Do you prefer Windows or Mac? Let me ask you that right up front.
For
I think you're a Mac guy.
office work,
yeah.
I like Windows.
Really?
For home,
for Excel and stuff. Okay.
Just Mac.
So you're agnostic.
Yeah.
We let you try out the new Dell XPS 27. This is effectively their all-in-one, but it has touch and Windows 8.
Yes. So as you can see here, it's a Windows 8 machine, and it's a giant touch
Boy, it's
screen.
big, 27 inches.
Right. And that 27-inch screen, it's not 1080p, it's 2560 by 1440, which was actually really nice. And it has a really great screen.
It's very high resolution. IPS, it's very good quality. Even at an angle as I'm sitting, it looks really good.
Just I'll get to one of my cons now, is it is super reflective. So even
it's
if you
glary.
sit down in front of it, it's like just a mirror.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's true of a lot of screens these days, and you just have to, I guess, adjust your room lighting. But in an office, that's tough.
But as we have it here configured, it's a Haswell. It is Haswell. It's got
Fourth generation?
Core i7 and 8 gigs of RAM, and it's got the NVIDIA 750M.
So this is pretty high end. How much is
this
that
one,
as configured?
2100.
Okay.
But you can get it as low as 1600 with a Core i5 and 4 gigs of RAM.
Okay.
And it, unlike an iMac or other all-in-ones, it does have a Blu-ray combo drive with a DVD
That's
burner,
nice.
which is
Blu-ray
nice.
in it. Wow. So that could be. This might be good for school for a kid, right?
Because the other nice feature, it has an HDMI in, similar to the iMac.
So you could put.
So you can put an Xbox in, a PS4,
right.
etc.
How are the speakers on it? Would you need external speakers?
They're not terrible. They're not like amazing.
Yeah, what you'd
you could use
expect,
them,
in other words.
You could use them if you're just watching a movie, for whatever.
One of the things I liked about the Dell XPS 1 that I reviewed is the connectivity on the back was remarkable.
Yep, that's one of my pros as well. The connectivity on here, it's got 6 USB 3 ports, no USB 2 at all.
Yeah.
It's got Thunderbolt, and it's got that HDMI in and out.
That's awesome.
Which is really nice. And overall, it's just it's a solid machine.
Wireless keyboard and mouse, I see. Bluetooth?
Wireless, both included. The mouse I really like. The keyboard, not so much. It's a little small for me.
But you could use any keyboard.
Oh, yeah. But they're both actually Logitech that Dell includes.
Interesting.
And a really nice thing about this is that Dell actually includes very, very little crapware on it.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of companies, HP, Compaq, Lenovo, they load it up with...
Right. Unlike the Lenovo 20-inch or 27-inch you did, where it had all the special things with the toys and stuff, this doesn't have any of that. It comes with McAfee, but you can get rid of that.
So it's a relatively pure Windows 8 experience.
Right. It's got a couple of little Dell things here, but it really just actually links to like buying stuff, like Dell's website.
You can get rid of that bookmark. You don't need to leave that there. Yeah.
But I tried to.
Now we're not doing a Windows 8 review here.
Right.
In fact, if you could pull back a little bit, Burke, on the shot, so we can see. That's what we want to see. It's. I mean, we know what Windows 8 looks like. What we want to see is what the computer looks like, and it looks pretty solid.
So the actual computer, it is solid. Would be a good word for it, because it is really heavy.
Yeah.
And it's a little bulky. It's a little cheap feeling. In order to tilt it, you actually really need 2 hands, and it doesn't go to. You can do it like if you're using a standing desk. This is a really nice angle, but otherwise.
Boy, we're seeing the reflectivity there too, as well, aren't we?
Right. It's just crazy, but it's
so it comes with a stand though. So
it's got a stand.
This looks like a great student computer. Nobody's going to steal that computer.
No, no one can steal it. It's ridiculous. It's very heavy. But
so pros and cons.
Pros and cons. Pros: screen resolution, 2560, 1440. It's great. The minimal crapware I really like, because I don't like having all that stuff on it when I get a computer. The connectivity, like you mentioned, the Thunderbolt, the USB 3, the HDMI in and out, it's great. And it is overall just really snappy, really fast computer. It performed really well. I've used it a lot. I've been using it as my office PC for the past 3 weeks.
Great.
And on the cons, super reflective screen, which you can learn to live with. But the bulky and the cheap feeling of the actual machine when you go to angle it, when you try to tilt it and things, and the lack of adjustment.
It's not super stable,
It's not like solid feeling beyond the fact that it's really heavy.
Right. One of the things that people often ask about computers is support, and Dell really is very, depending on whether you pay for
you can pay for it.
Additional support. When you pay for the Dell Gold support, it's pretty good, but when you don't pay for it, it's hit and miss. It seems like that would be, well, what is your recommendation?
I'm going to give it a try because
Okay.
if you are a student or you want to go for your dorm or whatever, and this can be your TV as well.
That's your TV. Yeah.
And, I mean, it doesn't have a tuner, but it has the HDMI.
But
so
if you had a cable box, you plug it right in. Yep.
Right. But it's a try because I would, if you're going to use it in an office, it's just a little I feel it's a little expensive at $2,100 for this configuration or even $1,600.
One HDMI in, just one?
Yep, just one in, one out.
So if you had a cable box and an Xbox, you'd have to get an HDMI switch or something like that. All right, that's the Dell XPS 27 Touch, a try from Jeff Needles. Thank you, Jeff.